And a great 69-40 victory over James Monroe to get the girls Battlefield District Tournament Championship. We are back with the boys game. Eastern View against the Caroline Cavaliers. Caroline has got a good ball club. They are 15-7 on the year. One of the games that Eastern View was supposed to play them got snowed out, so we only played it one time. But this could be a tough ball game for the Eastern View Cyclones.
Yeah, Donnie, let's go. I mean, if you can't feel it in here tonight, then something's wrong. I mean, this brings me back to the CCHS days, in our day, back when the bleachers were rocking and Averett was here and everybody was excited. I can feel that in here tonight, and I can look out there on the floor and see that our guys, the Eastern View team, are excited as well. Love being in this position tonight, televising this game, and love being here watching these Eastern View boys try to take this district championship.
Eastern View, top seed in the district, comes in with a 19-1 record. Their only loss against Albemarle in the season opener. But Caroline is a team that you kind of have to get a little bit worried about. They're 15-7 on the year. They finished the 4th seed in the Battlefield District during the regular season. But sometimes you get a good team that gets some momentum into the tournament, and they can find themselves on a mission. The 1965 Blue Devil team was exactly that. They were a team that was supposed to beat nobody. They went all the way through and won the whole tournament, went on to the region. So you got to watch the Caroline Cavaliers. This is a good ball club. They've got some height, and they've got a 15-7 record. Eastern View, of course, 19-1, top seed in the district, and the top seed in next week's regional tournament. And let's see, I'm not sure whether we're going to have this national anthem again or not, but it looks like we might. Should be a good ball game, Gary Deal. Want to bring home that second trophy tonight.
The banner, we want to hang the banner up. Trophy and the banner, Donnie.
Mark Settle was telling me so far this year, out of 14 district championships in the Battlefield District, Eastern View has won 7. 7 out of 14, half the district championships so far. Cross country, wrestling, and he named them off, and I can't recite them, but let's see, I don't think we're going to have the national anthem. We're going to go right to the starting lineups for tonight's game. We had the national anthem for the first game, and the Caroline Cavaliers brought their cheerleaders. Back in our day, they brought cheerleaders to every away game.
Well, Caroline's getting ready to be introduced, and let's see who they come out with tonight. 15 wins, 7 losses. Number 0, Javante Wright Parker. Senior. Number 1, Dominique Washington. Junior. Number 2, Gabe Campbell. Junior. Number 4, Jay Freeman. And number 12, Sean Harris.
Now for the Eastern View Cyclones, who, as we said, are 19-1, top seed in the tournament, regular season champions, and they will be number 1 seed in the regional tournament, which begins Tuesday right here.
Coached by Patrick Thornhill and Jerome Pollard. $18 wins and 2 losses. That's a heck of a year, Donnie. Number 1 at 6'6", Ricky Butler. A junior, number 2, Tyree Webster. And the main man, Number 4, 6'6", I'd say 240, Corey Long.
I might say 6'7".
Then we got DeMaio Hunter, who had a heck of a game the last game we saw him.
As did this man, Amari Robinson.
Amari Robinson. Big time player. Love the way he plays.
All right, we're just about set for the tonight's game. We remind you that these live games are sponsored by Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service, a cornerstone of our community. 547-3673. Able Heating and Air, there's peace of mind knowing they're able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found in Sons, 825-3530. Cash Imprints, another sponsor, 317-1473. And CFC Farm and Home Center since 1932. Ricky Butler will be jumping.
We always talk about the first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, Donnie, and the first 4 or 5 minutes of the second half. Let's see if Eastern View can get in a good flow here.
Robinson takes it to the hoop. No. Washington.
Eastern View, I believe, is in a man-to-man.
Long shot outside is no good, and we got a foul. Javante Wright Parker will go to the line to shoot 3.
We don't need Ricky Butler getting in foul trouble tonight.
And committing a foul that far from the basket, too. Javante Wright Parker will shoot 3. Got the first one. Favorable roll. Second shot coming. Will he go 3 for 3? We shall see. 2-0 Cavaliers lead.
Eastern View's got to focus tonight on this game. They just can't take this game for granted. I know they're not, but they need to get in the flow on offense and play good defense, and hopefully come down and they're patient. Need some patience here, starting the game out.
3-0 Cavaliers. Outside Butler. Hunter down low. Taking it to the hoop. Is Corey Long. Can't get it to go.
Looks like the refs are going to let him play tonight, though.
Well, and Caroline has some height down there, so Hunter is going to have to fight, or rather, Long is going to have to fight for everything he gets. Butler, wheels, blocked. These guys are not that tall, but they play tall. Nice play there by DeMaio Hunter.
Well, like I've said before, I mean, you got Hunter, Webster, Jackson, and Robinson. They all play great defense, and they usually have huge impact on the game, both from an offensive standpoint and from a defensive standpoint.
Washington outside sets the play. Long shot by Harris will not go. Ball kicked around, coming up with it, Webster. Driving, short, and Corey Long knocked it out of bounds.
I'd like to see a little more patience. The Eastern View is not working the ball like I like to see him work the ball.
Well, when you
the game.
When you play fast-paced basketball, you're going to play right into the hands of the Caroline Cavaliers. And the fact that we only saw them one time this year is not in our favor.
Cheap foul on Corey that time. He's going to have to watch it.
Sean Harris went up, got fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Eastern View trailing 3-0. First 2 minutes of the first period. Battlefield District Championship game.
Remember 2 games ago, Donnie, where Eastern View got off to a slow start and was down 8-2, Coach Thornhill called a timeout and settled them down, got them to be a little bit more patient, and then from then on, they were great the rest of the night. So that could be another situation like this.
Scramble for the ball. Hunter comes up with it. Slows up, waits for help. Outside the Butler, the big man way out front.
Caroline in the man-to-man.
Butler. Long for
Great
two.
pass.
There you go.
Great pass by Tyree Webster. Good patience. Love it.
3-2. Off the glass. Good shot by Campbell. 5-2. Caroline on top. Maury Robinson. Double team. Gets it outside to Hunter. As he's pocket picked, Washington lost it out of bounds. Got it over to Freeman, and Freeman couldn't handle it. Caroline can be a formidable opponent here tonight. This is not going to be an easy game. Oh, got lucky there. What was that? And we got a foul on somebody.
The Caroline came to play tonight.
Like I said, sometimes you get a team is down in the standings and they get a little momentum. They can take it to you.
And plus, they match up quickness-wise with Eastern View.
Butler all the way. Yes!
Beautiful.
Oh, that's taking it to him.
Not too many teams match up with, like I said earlier, Hunter, Webster, Jackson, and Robinson, but it looks like Caroline matches up pretty well with them from a quickness standpoint.
Then you got a turnover there for Caroline. We'll give the ball to Eastern View. Tyree Webster will throw it in. Into the big man Long, who takes it right to the basket, and he is fouled from behind by Sean Harris.
Good move by Corey on that. Went baseline and used his size and athletic ability to draw that foul.
5-4, Caroline still leads. Corey Long can tie it, but throws it up a little long.
Yeah, I noticed on his foul shots, Corey needs to shoot for the front of the rim a little bit more. Sometimes he's long on a lot of shots. Always shot to the front of that rim a little bit more and get a lot of rolls out of the way. Like that, right there.
Got the roll right there. We are tied at 5. I think this is going to be maybe one of Eastern View's toughest games of the year. I just got that feeling.
Good
steal. Robinson driving. And he got the basket, but he got away with a push foul there. He could be called for an offensive foul.
That was minor stuff there, Donnie. They're letting them play tonight. We're here for the district championship.
They are. And a travel is called on Campbell. You know, from what I've seen so far of Caroline, they have the athletic ability, but they don't look like they have the discipline. And that makes a lot of difference. You've got to put all that athletic ability in perspective.
And the skill level. You know, they don't have the skill level that Corey Long and probably Ricky Butler has.
Well,
so they're right there. So he sealed his man off. Beautiful pass in, and he knows how to seal. He knows how to move in those low blocks, and that comes from skill.
And that comes from fouling somebody.
That is not smart there for Corey Long. Now he's got to go to the bench.
2 fouls on Long. And coming in the ball game for the Cyclones will be Montreal Street.
Yeah, that hurts, Donnie, right there.
9-5, Eastern View leading.
Corey's got to be.
Oh man, what a shot by Dave Campbell with a left hand, underhand.
Corey's got to be smarter than that. He's too valuable to be out there fouling in the forecourt.
Webster. Out to Butler. Stops and fires. Got it. 3-pointer for Ricky Butler. And foul down the front end by Hunter. 12-7, Eastern View leading, 3:46 to go, first period.
We're going to need Ricky Butler to step up tonight, Donnie, if Corey's going to be in foul trouble the first half.
Jay Freeman at the line and did not get the roll. Jace Jackson coming into the ball game now, and he's going to take Tyree Webster's place.
And Jace Jackson can shoot that ball. I mean, he's got a nice shot on him, and he's a big value coming off that bench.
Second shot is up and in. 12-8. 3:46 to go, first period. Robinson working against Washington. Gets by, drives all the way, and puts it in.
And Robinson, I tell you, Amari's had some good games lately. He's very skilled, very athletic, very smart.
And that was last touch by Ricky Butler. I was surprised there wasn't a walking or something called, because Javante Wright Parker, he just kind of went in, didn't have anything in mind, just kept going. And he traveled. Caroline has had some turnovers here tonight too. 14-8. Mari Robinson works around his man. Pulls it back out.
Ricky's looking for that shot. I can see it. Lost the ball there, though.
Yep. The other way, Washington has his pocket picked by Hunter.
There.
Ahead to Robinson.
Oh, too much passing there. Need to shoot that ball on that transition play.
Yep, because he was coming in from his right side anyway. Would have been his natural side. Washington for two. Over the game, Campbell. 14-10.
Ricky's got to move his body and get in front of the offensive man there instead of sliding sideways and putting his hand up.
Hunter. Under and in.
Montreal Street.
Montreal Street. Campbell. Missed it. Underneath. Follow up is up and in by Olivis.
That's too easy. They got a block out in there. I don't see anybody blocking out. They're letting the forwards and the guards go to the boards.
Butler.
Good pass.
Under. Street.
Oh.
Too hard off the glass.
Good pass by Ricky Butler that time.
Campbell. Missed that one.
Good pass.
And we got Hunter one-on-one. Got it.
Beautiful pass there. Way to keep your head up and the vision down the court.
18-12. Eastern View up by 6. And a good hand in there by Hunter. Knocked that ball away. Ricky Butler goes out now, and coming in for the Cyclones, Jimmy Waters.
Lambier. Got to play tough in there tonight.
And
there you go.
He just started
yes, sir.
with a tough one.
He plays his role. We've talked about that before.
Nice block.
Good pass.
Hunter got away with one there too. A three-pointer from the corner for Robinson. Campbell dishes it off. Wright Parker gets it off to Campbell outside, down the lane. Oh my! Now that's street basketball. That is a play you see on the basketball court set on the outside. Hunter, and that's a three-pointer with nothing but net. 50 seconds to go. First quarter, 24-14. Eastern View.
Yeah, they need to hit those shots tonight, Donnie, with Corey Long on the bench. Those shots are important to go in and give them some relaxation.
All right, we got a timeout on the floor. We'll remind you about CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, and livestock since 1932. From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints. 317-1473. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home. They support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Able Heating and Air, there's peace of mind knowing they're able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. And our live sponsor, Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. 547-3673.
All right, Eastern View's gone to it's like a 1-3-1 maybe?
I was thinking 2-3, but
2-3.
I'm not sure.
Can't tell where they're lined up.
Yep, and
I know they're getting beat on the boards right now.
24-16. Robinson stops and fires. No. And Caroline loses the ball right away.
Let's see a little patience here, a little patience.
Hutter. Three-pointer, no good. Cavaliers come the other way. And a travel.
I know they want to speed the game up a little bit, but I think it'd be smart with Ricky Butler and Corey Long on the bench to run a little clock here, you know, and look for a really good shot, but take some of that time off.
Well, we got 2 seconds of clock left. Inbounds play.
Okay.
Shot is off. It will count if it goes, but it did not go. First quarter comes to an end with a score. Eastern View 24 and Caroline 16. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine since 1932. CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints. 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Second quarter underway, 24-16. Eastern View leads, and a steal back. Campbell dishes it off in the middle. Lions lost it. Robinson for two. Amari Robinson, 26-16, a 10-point lead. And another travel. Caroline has, as I said, they have the abilities, but it's the minor points of the game that they're not doing.
Skill level, Donnie. Skill level. That's where the skill comes in. Can't just be athletic and tall, or you got to be skilled too.
Butler stops and fires short. And a steal by Hunter.
Look at that in that pass.
To Webster, who is fouled.
Hunter is always hustling. Remember when we played, broadcasted the game several games ago, and he was coming to the offensive boards, and he probably had 7 or 8 offensive rebounds, and a lot of them he stuck back and made baskets on. He's always hustling.
Tyree Webster will be at the line. Got the first one, he'll have another. And sub coming in for Caroline will be Sean Harris. Tyree Webster trying for his second free throw here. And he got them both. 28-16, 12-point lead for the Cyclones. Webster with a hand in there, didn't get it. Three-pointer from outside, no good, tapped around, saved in, and a shot by Harris. I don't know who saved that in. I think it was all of us, but it was a nice play. Butler missed the shot. Webster comes up with it. That was a wide open shot. And Amari Robinson, no, who's that over there? I can't see the number. Anyway, he was on the line. That was Jace Jackson. So the ball turns over to Caroline. And another travel.
Yeah, those turnovers are really hurting Caroline tonight, and
they're really helping Eastern View.
They're really helping Eastern View with Corey Long on the bench, that's for sure.
Robinson outside. Jackson down low to Butler. Turns, goes in, puts it off the glass. Got it.
Nice. Some of those David Jenkins bank shots right there. Little roll move, little bank shot. Love it.
30-18. Three-point shot from outside is good. Jalen Harvey. 30-21. Down to a 9-point as Webster puts it up and in.
Another good pass.
6 minutes to go in the first half. Baseline jumper is way off the mark. That was only a 6-foot shot, and he missed that badly.
Good pass.
Oh, man, Jackson down there missed it. That's two easy ones that's been missed right under the basket for Eastern View. As Waters sets to come back into the ball game. Tyree Webster will go out. So now Eastern View has two tall guys in there. Butler 6'6", at least, and Waters about 6'4". Three-point shot outside, nope. Follow will not go by Irvin Olivas, but he is fouled. Waters is charged with a foul. And Olivas at the line. This is the first.
I like the way Waters boxes out. First thing he did when he got in there at the time was box out. He didn't get the rebound, but he boxed out. And that's very important.
Got that rebound. Olivas missed them both. 32-21. 11-point lead for the Cyclones. Jackson working outside. Butler wheels. Oh, nice move.
Good turnaround shot there. Very nice.
34-21.
Very skillful move there.
Harris in the middle, puts it up and got it. Nice move by Harris. Nice. This kid can play.
Yes, nice move by Harris.
Underneath. Butler off the glass again.
Lambier.
36-23 and a turnover at the other end.
I haven't seen the passion and intensity last game when we watched Waters play, but tonight I see it. And I think making that basket is going to motivate him even more. So I expect him to get physical in there and get some loose balls and play his role.
36-23, 4:32 to go, first half. Butler wheels again. A little short on that one, but Amari Robinson is right there to get the ball. Not a backcourt because it was touched by a Caroline player.
I think, Donnie, I think Coach Thornhill has made it a priority for Ricky Butler to touch that ball, especially in the low post.
And
like
there
right there.
He is.
Like right there.
Two more.
I love that instruction. I love that coaching because I know he's put that in the mind of his players to go to Ricky Butler early part of this game since Corey Long was on the bench.
38-23. Loose ball. Harris puts it up, missed it, and Butler comes down, and he is fouled by all of us. That is the 4th team foul on Caroline, so not a shooting foul. High scoring ball game for Eastern View. 38 points here with almost 4 minutes to go in the half.
The jumper's in the game. The man that can jump, Sasso.
From the corner. No good by Robinson. Sasso had it, lost it. And
here it comes. And here it comes.
And he stopped
Sasso!
It. Oh!
Sasso!
And brings the crowd to its feet. That was worth the price of admission right there. Harris for 2. 40-25. We got to put it to them. This is the championship game. Hunter off the glass, no. Washington to Harris in the middle. Freeman and Washington working, and now Washington will take the 3, can't get it to go. Jace Jackson ahead.
Set it up top. Set it up top. That's a good shot.
Jace Jackson wide open, couldn't get it to fall.
Look at that.
Hunter for 2. Nice steal right there.
That's DeMaio Hunter at his best, Donnie.
And
always hustling at his best.
And there's timeout on the floor with 2:30 to go, 42-25. Eastern View will be back in 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
2 minutes and 30 seconds before halftime, 42-25, Eastern View leading in this Battlefield District Tournament Championship game. Caroline Cavaliers got out early, but Eastern View has been, it's been all Eastern View since about the first 5 minutes.
Even with Corey Long on the bench.
Yes. Shot from outside, 3-pointer is good.
Can't give him threes. You got to get him off that 3-point line.
Jalen Harvey, 42-28. Can't let him back in here now. Butler.
Oh, nice move.
Missed it, got it back. Force up again, got it in there. 44-28, under 2 minutes to go in the half. Harris. And we have a foul, I think, on, was that, I couldn't tell whether it was 21 or 2. It's on 2, so it's on Tyree Webster.
I'll tell you what, Donnie, if Butler plays like he is now with Corey Long in the lineup, this team will go to the States and do very, very well. But I see sometimes when Corey Long's in the lineup, Butler don't get to touch the ball as much. He doesn't hustle as much. He's a little lackadaisical.
Well, some of that may be by design for, you know, Patrick Thornhill wants to get his big man Hunter the ball more.
Well,
Webster for 2.
I agree, but I see it in the hustle part and the physical part from Ricky Butler tonight. He's playing a heck of a game physically. That's what I'm talking about, and he's hustling. And he's into the game, and if him and Corey can play like that together, this team's got a chance to win the state, I think.
Nice shot up and in by Harris. 46-30. Minute 15 to go. Robinson. Sasso. 4-3. 49-30. Long 3-pointer from outside, no good. Butler right there to claim the rebound.
That Sasso shot was like Coach Thornhill was over there. I just feel him going, Dom. Good shot. Good shot.
It's like John Avery tried to call timeout up there when Sonny Bowles hit that shot.
Yeah.
Butler.
Oh, Butler.
Oh, underhanded reverse layup. My goodness, ain't many.
Come to play tonight.
Harris in the middle, had the shot, wouldn't take it.
Can't give him that.
Three-pointer
Got to
from the
get out on
outside.
him.
Jalen Harvey.
Wide open there. You got to know where he is.
Last 15 seconds coming up in the first half. Eastern View will play for the last shot. Now 7 seconds. Robinson kicks it out to Butler, who'll take a long three. No. And that is the buzzers. First half comes to an end with a score. The Eastern View Cyclones 51. The Caroline Cavaliers 33. We'll be back with the second half in just a moment. You're watching Eastern View High School basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. Since 1932, CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
We are about ready to start the second half of tonight's game, the Battlefield District Tournament Championship game, with Eastern View with a commanding 51-33 lead over the Caroline Cavaliers. Quickly, Gary Deal, tell us who scored what in the first half.
Well, for Eastern View Dining, Ricky Butler had one heck of a good first half. In the absence of Corey Long, we needed that from him. He had 15, and Amari Robinson had 9. And DeMaio Hunter, he doesn't show up in the stats that often, but he had another good game as far as coming up with loose balls and steals. And Caroline, Sean Harris had 8, and Jalen Harvey had 9.
All right, we are underway in the second half. Amari Robinson outside. Corey Long started the second half, and a traveling violation is called against Robinson. This trio of officials, they love to call traveling. Three-pointer from way outside is good. Rolled around and finally went in for Jay Freeman. 51-36. That first 3 minutes here, we got to make sure we come out with intensity.
Yes, we do. And going back to Ricky Butler.
And Butler is fouled right off the bat. That foul is going to be calling Javante Wright Parker.
I think, like I said earlier, I think Coach Thornhill has made it a priority for the ball to go into the low post, either the Corey Long or Ricky Butler.
Butler outside. Now Hunter and Tyree Webster work it.
There we go.
Down into Long, who puts it up. No. Caroline the other way. Harris down the lane, dumps it off. Shot will not go. Harris got it back, put it up. Nope. And finally, Corey Long comes down with it. Corey set out most of the first half. 2 fouls.
Let's see, be patient here, be patient.
Yeah, that was a traveling violation against Butler.
Just need to swing that ball around a little bit and let everybody touch the ball beginning of the second half and get in a little flow, you know, instead of one-on-one. That's play that team ball, especially at the beginning of the second half.
And a kick. Eastern View with the basketball. Butler takes it to the hoop. Missed the shot, but he is fouled and will go to the line. Second team foul on Caroline here in the second half. Foul is going to be called on Harris, and that is his second. He's one of the better players on this Caroline team.
Well, that first half is the best half I've seen Ricky Butler play. I know he had 25 points last time we telecasted the game and played really well and shooting the ball, but from a aggressive standpoint, from a physicality standpoint, and his effort tonight is great. It's where I like to see it.
Second shot coming for Butler. He got 1 out of 2. 52-36. Harris now outside. He was inside earlier in the ball game, now running the offense, and now gets back in the middle. There he's got the ball. Working for a shot. Eastern View trying to prevent a good one. Harris turns and puts it up. Can't get it to go. Hunter, or rather Long right there.
Beautiful,
The
beautiful.
Butler
That's just
on
beautiful.
the and he missed it. But Hunter got it back. Robinson, 3.
Hunter.
Right.
Hunter made the right move there. Smart move. Love it.
Right play at the right place at the right time.
And made a good, solid pass.
Campbell can't get it. 55-36. Eastern View on top. Robinson dumps it off. And Corey Long has an easy basket. Nice assist there for Amari Robinson. And kicked out of bounds by Caroline. Caroline this second half is trying to get the ball into Harris almost every time, but and I guess take it to Long and try to foul him out of the ball game. But they're not having much success at it.
Well, I can tell you.
And the other way, Long to Butler to Long. And Corey is going to be called with his third foul.
That's okay. That's a good hustle. I tell you, with Corey Long and Ricky Butler playing like they are tonight, with Ricky Butler playing like he is tonight, with those 5 on the court, and Jace Jackson coming in off the bench, and Waters as well, and Street too, you can almost look at this team as a small college team playing Caroline. I mean, that's the way I look at it right now. That's the skill level they have.
Down low, whistle, and foul on somebody. And Gabe Campbell is hurt, and he will go out of the ball game. Looked like he twisted his ankle, or I'm not sure it was his ankle or knee. Let's hope it's just his ankle. Caroline basketball. Under 5 minutes left, third period.
I might have took Corey Long out and give him a little breather since he's got 3 fouls.
Long right there.
We don't want to see another
with the loose basketball. Driving. No. And that was a double dribble, and finally they call it. We had about 50 officials here in the stands to our left who called that before the 3 on the floor did.
You're right, Donnie.
4:39 to go, third period, and wait a minute here, what we got? And I think Tyree Webster is bleeding, so you can't play if you're bleeding. So Dom Sasso will come in and replace him. Amari Robinson. Down to Long, makes the good move and gets the easy basket. 59-36.
Yeah, that's sealed down, and he makes the entry pass accessible too and easy when he seals his man off like that.
Harvey from the outside, no, Sasso high to get the ball. is tripped, and a foul will be called on, I think, Harris. We'll see. With 3 Caroline Cavaliers right there, and I'm not sure which one fouled him. It is on Harris, and it is his 3rd, and he will go to the bench. Caroline with a little backcourt pressure now as the end of the game getting closer and closer. Eastern View has no trouble breaking it. Back Sasso in for an easy basket. 61-36. I think they put that pressure on. They're just playing right into our hands.
Yeah. Sasso's having some good quality minutes tonight. I love that. If he brings good quality minutes to this team, it's going to make them even better.
Another turnover. Irvin Olivis couldn't hang on to it. 3:40 left. 3rd period. 61-36. This game for the Battlefield District Tournament Championship. And a trip. And DeMaio Hunter will not go to the line. That's a floor foul, only the 4th on Caroline in the half. Oh, nice play by Corey Long, but he just lost the handle.
That's good defense by number 2.
That shot no good. Campbell puts it in for 2. 61-38. And a travel is called on Jace Jackson. If I had $1 for every travel that's been called tonight, I could buy you a hot dog after the game.
Especially on that red team out there.
They have really been called for some traveling violations tonight.
And a lot of that has to do with defense, though, too, Donnie. And we have.
Oh, yeah, you can make them from the corner, 3-pointer. Nice shot there by Freeman. Sasso looking for help. Hunter.
There it is.
Butler. And he lost it out of bounds. That was good defense there for Caroline by Olivis, who got right there. He had a big man on either side of him, and he played it cool, waited for Eastern View to commit. And a jump ball. 61-41, 20-point lead.
Yeah, Eastern View needs to settle down a little bit here now and get back in their flow they were in.
2:48 to go. Campbell in the corner. Harvey got the 3.
Yep, we got to find him.
61-44. Sasso all the way and missed it, and a goaltending is going to be called, and I think it was going to be called on the offensive player. It was called on Eastern View, so the basket would not have gone. But somebody had a hand up there above the rim.
Might be time for a timeout by Coach Thornhill if they score here.
3-pointer outside, no good, and a whistle, and we got bodies all over the floor, and somebody's hurt down there under the basket. We got a player hurt on the floor here, and I think that's his father coming down to check him out there. And while we got a moment, we'll pause 30 seconds for this message.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
We are back, and Irvin, all of us went off the floor, and he got hit in a place that we don't want to mention on the air. But if you're a gentleman, you know it hurts. But he will live. Shot from outside, no good. Rebound comes down to Robinson. Ahead, Sasso, up and in. Dom Sasso has had a good second half here.
9 points tonight. Playing a good game.
63-44. Campbell. And a jump ball there as bodies come all over the floor. Corey Long was not to be denied.
Corey had 2 or 3 people hanging on him that time. Still came out of there with that ball, didn't he, Donnie?
He was not going to let that ball go. Backcourt pressure again by Caroline. Butler looking for a guard. And he gets it off.
Nice.
Now Hunter threw it away.
Hunter don't usually make mistakes like that. That was just a little lackadaisical. But
And Hunter will go out and Jace Jackson will come in. 1:39 to go, third period. 63-44 is our score. And now what? I don't think the official touched the ball. The Caroline player just picked it up, ran with it.
I might think about taking Corey Long out of the game here for the last minute and a half with 3 fouls. But Coach Thornhill might not be thinking along those lines.
You know, with a 20-point lead, I don't know. Let the kid finish it out. I think he'll be fine. He will. I think we got this one under control. Campbell dumps it off, and nice shot inside. Javante Wright Parker. Robinson, that ball almost was going to be a backcourt violation. Butler. Sasso. Down low. Jackson couldn't control it, got it out. Sasso for 2.
Good pass by Corey Long on that.
65-46. Under a minute to go, third quarter. And Javante Wright Parker went to the basket, couldn't score. Robinson. Butler is wide open,
Very
not
nice.
passed there by Robinson.
Robinson's a heck of a player. No, I didn't get back.
67-48 now. 28 seconds to go. Butler. Easy basket, Butler to Corey Long. 69-48. Harvey will take a 3. Can't hit it. And a foul is going to be called on somebody.
Campbell, I think.
It will not be a shooting foul. It's only the 5th foul, team foul for Caroline here in the second half. 8 seconds left. Robinson to Butler, and he couldn't hang on to it. And the other way, an easy basket for Jay Freeman as the third quarter comes to an end with a score. Eastern View 69 and Caroline 50. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. Since 1932, CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
$69-50. The Eastern View Cyclones are 1 quarter away from the Battlefield District Tournament Championship after winning the regular season championship. Final 8 minutes begin with Caroline in possession. A long three-pointer from outside is no good. Caroline gets the ball. Javante Wright has the ball snatched away as he tries to put it in the middle.
Eastern View in a 2-3 now.
And nice tie up there by Tyree Webster. Good anticipation. Breaking the press down, Hunter. Nice pass to Webster for an easy 2. You press, and Eastern View has that press down pat.
Yeah, I might trap if I was Caroline, but I wouldn't press.
No, it's just giving them 2 easy points. Almost every time.
Same way with the girls, Donnie.
Yep. Hunter in the midst of 3 people, and he lost the ball. He'd have been better off to pull that out.
Yep.
Nice play there by Campbell.
Campbell's had a good game tonight.
He has. 71-52. Long. Headed for the basket. In the corner, Robinson out front. Hunter for 3. Off the front iron. Follow-up is good by Javante Wright Parker.
Baskets are coming too easy for Caroline right now.
Well, you know, I think these kids know they got it. And they just, you know, they can trade baskets the rest of the way.
Yeah, but I'm a perfectionist, Donnie. I don't like to see that. I like to see focus for the whole game.
Well, if it was a tight game, I think the focus would be there. But right now, they're just enjoying it.
This game really is not over. It's, 15, 16-point lead? Cut it to 14, 13 here. It's not over yet.
Well, if it gets, I think if it gets to the critical stage here, if it gets down another basket or 2, Patrick Thornhill will put the fear of Patrick Thornhill into them, and they'll be all right. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, I'd put my money on Eastern View right now.
Well, anybody that goes Charlestown, I would say is a betting man.
You know anybody that goes Charlestown? And they threw it away again.
That's what I'm saying. This game is not over.
We got to, can't do that. And a 3-point possibility coming up as Jay Freeman goes to the line. And Patrick Thornhill standing up over there saying, what's going on out there, boys and girls? 71-56.
Yeah.
And Freeman gets the 3. 71-57, now to a 14-point lead. Webster pulls it back out. 5:41 to go. Still a lot of clock up there.
Yeah, it is. It's a 13-point lead. They've gotten back into the game. That's why they got to go to Corey Long.
And Corey Long has his pocket picked as Sasso is tied up. And this is what we don't want. We don't want the fans getting into this game here. We've got some fans to the left of us here who are getting a little vocal. (71-58). 13-point lead for Eastern View. Cyclones have the basketball. And a steal. Javante Wright Parker for 2, and suddenly we have an 11-point game.
Yeah.
Timeout Eastern View. Patrick Thornhill wants to talk about this, and we'll take a 30-second pause. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball of the Culpeper Media Network. Get too close here.
Yeah, that's what I said. I mean, it's never over until a lot of sloppy play by them for the last 4 minutes.
Yeah. Five minutes and 22 seconds left in this ball game, and what was a 20-point lead has melted into an 11-point lead, 71-60. Eastern View on top. Battlefield District Championship, Tournament Championship game. And Patrick Thornhill, I'm sure, had some choice words for his guys over there and just tell them to calm down and play fundamental basketball. Murray Robinson double team. Hunter triple team, knocked out of bounds, and who will they give it to? It will be Eastern View ball. All of a sudden, tensions are running high.
Just need to settle down, be patient, work the ball, work it down low to Corey or Ricky, and get a couple baskets and get this game over with.
Trying to get it inside to Butler.
There we go.
He has it stripped, but a foul is called. Erwin Olivas is going to be charged with a foul. Third of the night for him. We'll send Ricky Butler to the line. And right now, with 5 minutes essentially left in this game, these free throws are starting to get very important.
Yeah, and we're in the 1-and-1 too, Donnie. It's very important to make his first free throw here.
I think he's got 2 here.
Oh, that's right. He was in the shooting. That's right.
Yeah, it's only 6 team fouls on Caroline, only 5 on Eastern View. Butler gets the first one, pulls the margin back up to 12, and now 13.
2 good free throws there for Ricky
And
Butler.
clutch free throws at a very opportune time.
No threes here. They got to extend on the three-point shooters.
Harris back into the ball game now for Caroline. Javante Wright Parker trying to get it inside to Harris, but they're collapsing on him. Gamble shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Caroline.
Not getting the loose balls. It's 4
And
on 4.
a foul down low will send Gabe Campbell to the line.
4th foul on Corey.
Got to remember that Caroline knocked off the number 2 seed last night, Cortland.
I think you got to take Corey out here. Yeah, Coach Thornhill's taking him out. I think that's a good move right now, up by 12 points.
Campbell hit the first one.
Get it down to 5, 4 or 5, I'd bring him back in.
And Campbell hits the second one, and it's 73-62. Back to an 11-point lead.
Lucky there.
Oh, they were. Webster underneath, missed it. Hunter right there puts it up, and he is fouled and will go to the line.
That young man, for his size, hits those offensive boards better than anybody I've ever seen.
Well, he's aggressive. He goes in there, and he's not content to stay outside and wait for somebody to get a rebound and start the fast break. He goes after the ball.
He does.
Big free throws here now with an 11-point lead. Did not get it to go. Webster goes out. Sasso comes in for Eastern View. Second shot coming for DeMayo Hunter. Missed them both. And knocked out by Sasso. Caroline trying to get this under double figures, and they can with a 2 or a 3. Down the lane, shot up and in. Jay Freeman, and suddenly it's a 9-point lead, 73-64. Sasso almost threw that one away.
Be patient here. Got to be patient.
If Caroline had played this way at the beginning of the game, it would have been a different game. 3:42. Robinson. Sasso. No. Saved in by Robinson and then lost out of bounds. 3:32 to go. There's a lot of time here now. And now these 16, 17, 18-year-old kids are prone to panic. Nice move there by Campbell. And suddenly it's a steal. And 2 more. 73-68. It's a 5-point ball game with 3:15 to go. A 20-point lead has evaporated into nothing. While we got a moment, we'll remind you about Fallon & Sons. They may have to, I may have to call them after this game. Fallon & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth, at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Fallon & Sons, 825-3530. Able Heating and Air. There's peace of mind knowing they were able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, livestock, and pets. And our live sponsor, Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. 547-3673. Can't let this one get away from us, Gary Deal.
Well, I told you I didn't want to act like the Titanic 4 minutes ago, but I told you this could happen. And, I like what Coach Thornhill's coming out with now, putting Corey in the middle of the floor here where they can work off of him. And it's it's time for the Corey Long show, Donnie. That's what it's time for right here now.
Well, we got to get it past midcourt first. Robinson does. And we have another timeout. As Thornhill called timeout over there. And we will pause for 30 seconds with this timeout, and Eastern View leading 73-68.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Remember what I said at the beginning? Sometimes an underdog team that finds themselves in the thick of things can get on a mission, and Caroline looks like that kind of a team tonight. We got to stop it.
Well,
Robinson.
They need to work the ball down to Corey now and put the ball in his hands. That's my opinion, and I think they will. They'll try to anyway. Corey needs to move down there, establish some good position.
And a steal the other way, Freeman. And Freeman will go to the line. If this gets away, this will be one of the biggest upsets in Eastern View history. Jay Freeman will be at the line. He can cut it to 3, and he cuts it right there to 4. 73-69. There was a 20-point lead for Eastern View, and we still have almost 3 minutes to go. Dribbles it in. 73-70. Hunter gets it ahead to Long, who drives and is fouled. Foul is going to be called on Campbell. And Long will go to the line. And these free throws, while a little while ago I said they were important, now they're crucial.
Yeah, Corey's got to shoot this to the front of the rim.
Missed his last two.
Good shot.
When the pressure is on, he put it in. 74-70. 2:44 left. A lot of time. The left-hander cans them both. Big free throws there for Corey Long. 75-70. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll be Caroline basketball.
This is a very important defensive possession here, Donnie. If they can come up with the ball here, they'll be in really good shape. And I would hate to see them give up a three.
Harris turns and fires. 75-72. Back to a three-point lead. Hunter leads it ahead. Corey Long missed it. Got it back, lost it. Out of bounds. It will be Caroline ball and a chance to tie or pull within one. Oh my goodness gracious, I can't believe this. Harris. And a foul is called. 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. 75-72. And Sean Harris for Caroline will be at the line with Eastern View leading by only 3. Missed that one.
Big miss there.
Free throws are equally important for Caroline at this point. And it is a 2-point game, 75-73. Hunter threw it away, but Long got it and put it in. That was a lucky play, 77-73.
Big play by Corey Long there, though. Kept his composure and went up strong. Nice play.
Nice play there by Ricky Butler. Slapped that ball out of bounds.
Eastern View players just got to calm down a little bit, relax, play good solid defense, don't reach and foul, put their hands up and play good solid defense and move their feet.
Now what? Something on the basketball, I think. Wiping. Yeah, they're wiping it off. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor. And while we've got a timeout, we'll pause for 30 seconds with Eastern View leading 77-73.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Cash Imprints, 317-1473. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. CFC Farm and Home Center, 825-2200. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Well, Gary Deal, you called it. You said they were playing a little too lackadaisical there about 5 or 6 minutes ago, and it has come back to haunt the Eastern View Cyclones. They were up by 20, and now they are clawing and scratching for their lives out here. They were down to a 2-point lead, now up by 4, 77-73.
Yeah, when they were up 19-20, that was a time to really focus and go up by 24, 25. They're a good enough team to do that. And when they didn't do that, they were playing lackadaisical. They were just going through the motions and thought they had the game in hand. And you can never act like that with that much time on the clock, or any time really. You got to play and always practice composure.
Steal. Hunter dumps it off. Robinson got the basket and drew the foul.
Beautiful.
Mayo Hunter with the steal. 79-73. A minute 30 to go, and Robinson will be at the line to try to complete a three-point play. Big basket there.
We've seen those ballet finishes before from Amari Robinson, and that was one of the biggest ones of the year.
Big shot here. And he got the roll. Nice soft touch. 80-73. Little breathing room.
No fouls here, no fouls. No fouls, no threes. No fouls.
And a steal. Robinson will take it all the way. And a foul is called, and that, not sure who that was called on. Robinson came out with an elbow there, and that could have been called an offensive foul, but it wasn't. Thank goodness for Eastern View. Amari Robinson will be at the line. Shoo! This is getting down to the nitty-gritty. 80-73. And I'm not sure what's going on. First of all, it's a double foul here because double bonus. 10 fouls. Robinson got it. All right, we can take out, let your breath out a little bit now. 81-73.
Not quite, Donnie. There's still some time left in this game.
We had them all the way. 82-73. Man. Another kick around. Javante Wright down under and out of bounds off a Caroline player. Sean Harris couldn't hang on to it. And with a minute 4, Eastern View, a 9-point lead. Breaking the press. No trouble this time. And Long missed the first one and got it back. 84-73, and now we got it. Freeman missed it, and Harris lost it out of bounds. You got to give Caroline credit. They came back. They clawed away at a 19 and 20 point lead and came back to within 2.
Yeah, they didn't give up, Donnie.
They did not. 42 seconds.
Yeah, run some clock here. That's smart. I like that.
And foul's going to be called on Wright Parker. 34 seconds, and they put Eastern View's name on the trophy now.
Amari Robinson with 17 tonight, and Corey Long with 19. Ricky Butler with 18.
Robinson missed that. Second shot coming for Amari Robinson. In there. 85-73, 12-point lead. And nice play inside. And what do we got called here?
We got Ricky Butler with a technical, I believe.
I didn't see that. What happened? I was blocked out by the officials.
He blocked the shot and kind of it gave the wrong stare down, if you know what I mean.
Kind of a taunting.
Taunting, yes.
Okay. Freeman at the line. Missed that. Freeman with a second shot. And he makes that, and Caroline will get the ball out of bounds. 85-74. Eastern View. And the fans are getting a little restless here. 28 seconds.
No fouls.
And a foul, and that is either on Butler or that's on Long. If it's Long, it's his fifth.
I'd rather see Ricky play a little more composed, you know, instead of slapping at the ball like that. With this much time on the clock, just go through the, move his feet, and put his hands up, and let's get this game over with.
And that's 5 fouls on Corey Long. He's out of the ball game. They haven't flashed it up there yet. Oliver at the line for Caroline. Rattles it home. 85-75. It's a 10-point lead. Cut it to single figures with this one. And he does. 85-74, 18 seconds. Robinson is fouled and will go to the line. Double bonus for both teams now. Amari Robinson at the line. $18 points so far. And 19. Has his own cheering section up here to the left. And we got some trouble here in front of us. Ball knocked around. Robinson. And we're blocked off by the police and a couple fans that are getting into it. And that's the ball game. The Eastern View Cyclones have defeated the Caroline Cavaliers by a score of 87-76 and win the Battlefield District regular season and tournament championships. We're going to keep it here for the trophy presentation. Well, it wasn't pretty there at the end, either on the floor or in the stands.
Yeah, need a little more poise. Actually on the court too, I think, Donnie, on the court at the end of the game and also in the stands as well. I like to see a little more poise.
Well, I don't know, about 1889, I think it was. I was in the famous James Monroe Culpeper final battle there where they had people flying all over the court. So I've been in one before, but I don't want to be in one again. And we got a crowd here in front of us, so I'm going to have to stand up here to see what's going on. Getting ready for the trophy presentation. Sean Somerville doing the announcing here. Cyclones are the Battlefield regular season and tournament champions. Great ball game tonight.
Good ball game, and good season for the Cyclones.
And of course, you got to take the picture, the famous picture, the championship picture that these kids will treasure all their lives. And as Sean Somerville said, this is the 8th Battlefield District Championship this year, this season for the Eastern View High School teams, and 8 out of 15, that ain't bad. That's called domination. All right, the trophy has been presented. We'll be back with our final wrap-up in just a couple of moments. You're watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Battlefield Automotive, featuring Toyota, Chevrolet, and Ford. Battlefield Automotive, a keystone of service and a cornerstone of our community. Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556.
CFC Farm and Home Center, the service, knowledge, and products you need for your farm, home, pets, livestock, and equine. Since 1932, CFC Farm and Home Center.
From shirts to banners and everything in between, imprint your message on the community with Cash Imprints, 317-1473. More than just a respected funeral home, Found & Sons supports youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530.
Gary Deal, we had them all the way.
Donnie, I told you, I've seen so many games and too many games where, a team is up 20 points and they become a little bit lackadaisical, and the team comes back on them in the last 5 or 6 minutes, and that's what happened tonight.
And I told you at the outset I was worried about Caroline because they were a team on a mission, and they came in. If they had played as well in the last 5 minutes of the game as they played, if they had played early the way they played the last 5 minutes, they would have won the ball game, I think, because they played really well. They just kind of got Eastern View discombobulated there in the last 3 or 4 minutes with that press.
They did. They started using their quickness and their athletic ability. We talked earlier in the game to where their skill level isn't up to par with Eastern View, but their athletic ability and their hustle was. And that's what took over in the second half and gave them the ability to come back.
20th win of the year for the Eastern View Cyclones. 87-76 was the final score. Eastern View was up by 19, but had to survive a challenge by Caroline that brought the Cavaliers all the way back to within 2 points there in that last 3 minutes, and we were a little bit concerned. But, the cream comes to the top at the end, and Caroline just couldn't quite get there. They were so close, but when you get that far down and you have to fight back, that takes so much out of you. It's just hard to get over that last little hurdle.
Yes, and first half, Ricky Butler had a real good first half. I've yet to see, and I want to see, Ricky Butler and Corey Long at the same time have excellent games together. And big as they are, as athletic as they are, and skillful as they are, this team can go a long way.
Well, they're going to, next week, they go into the regionals next Tuesday night right here at Eastern View High School. So they're going to start playing better competition, and we're just going to see how good they really are. We both agree that they have the potential to go a long way and maybe get into the state. I don't know how far into the state they could get, but when they start playing better competition, they'll find out how good they are really quick. Tell us who scored points tonight, Gary.
Well, and Amari Robertson was good at the end of the game, and Corey Long played good at the end of the game too. to get us over that hump, along with Hunter hustling like he usually does. Corey Long wound up with 19, Ricky Butler 18, and Amari Robinson 17. For Caroline, you had Gabe Campbell with 16, Jay Freeman with 17, and Sean Harris with 11. And all those guys were hustling, got back into the game, give them credit. They didn't give up and made it one heck of a game.
And Dom Sasso had 11 points tonight, so we had, 4 or 5 men in double figures?
Yes, we did. Dom Sasso was a big help tonight. If he continues to play like that, this team is going to do very well.
He came in and did a real good job at a critical time. That about does it for tonight. We will see you again on Tuesday night when the girls and the boys play host to whoever they will in the region right here at Eastern View High School. The girls won tonight, won the Battlefield District Championship with a 69-40 victory, and the boys won with a 87-76 victory.
And Eastern View has got 6 wrestlers going to the state tomorrow to Virginia Beach to compete. So congratulations to the wrestling team too.
And good luck to them tomorrow. Okay, that about does it. We'll see you Tuesday night. Till then, Donnie Johnston again with Gary Deal, bidding you a very pleasant good evening, reminding you once again the final score of tonight's game, the Eastern View Cyclones 87 and the Caroline Cavaliers 76. You've been watching Eastern View Cyclone basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.